These spoilers are starting to come out so damn early in the morning, my time. These came out at like 4 a.m., 6 a.m. more, my time, bro. It's like, dude, can a man just sleep, please? I'm doing them a bit later than normal because, they're coming out a bit later than normal, but my God. I just want to sleep, dude, but, we're gonna cover them for you because, gotta cover them, right? What am I gonna do? Not cover them? But if you were caught up here, last chapter, we got into some real nitty gritty stuff. Right? All for One's planned prison break happened. Shigaraki's kind of being controlled by All for One a bit, and everything was kind of going to shit. But we're gonna start these spoilers off we're gonna be getting some backstory on Destro on here. Alright, because we see Destro flashback to the hospital where he's thinking about how, the League of Villains owes them for all they've given to the League, and that, Destro, an interesting thing here is Destro refers to himself as two people. If we scroll up here to where it says, Destro says that he has had two faces. His first face is the public face, the CEO of whatever that company's called, and the other face, of course, the leader of the Permanent Liberation Front. And he says ever since the war in Deca City, he literally became two people. We then flash back to when Destro is kind of training and working with the Public Safety Commission, I believe they're called. And of course he has this big old giant ass, whatever the fuck form. And we see that the Public Safety Commission was trying to kind of expose him. They had suspicions about him, and they were using the cover of building support items for heroes when in reality they were investigating his illegal activities or whatever they were saying. So that's where we have for Destro. We then flash back to the prison break with all of the Nomu and All for One. I will say All for One doesn't have shoes or socks, so he's a freak, alright? I'd be putting on something at that point, but basically things are complete chaos. Shit is just hitting the fan relentlessly. I don't quite know how they're going to stop it. So we then take a look here at in the next we see so we then see Spinner is basically confused a bit because he doesn't know who to follow, but all for One instructs Spinner to protect Shigaraki's body while he is resting. And then he says, Spinner says, "Who am I following right now?" All for One told him to not worry because he understood Tomura's will the most, and once the body is completed, he will fulfill that will. Sounds a bit sketchy, but you know what? That's fine. It is interesting here how Dabi and Spinner are literally like the only fucking people who are like just chilling. We see a really good image here. We see Dabi and Spinner chilling, but we then see a really good panel of All for One and Shigaraki kind of side by side. Great art here. It's so big that I don't think I'll be able to cover it into one like snippet, but my God, is it a beautiful panel. We flash back to 2 days after, as Bakugo has regained consciousness. Alright, Bakugo is here. Of course, he's yelling and shit because that's what he does. And we see the I believe they're 1A students. I always forget at this point, dude. We see Sarah, we see Invisible Chick, and we see Mineta, that's his name. Oh, it's been so long since I've needed to know his name, dude. But they're all there to welcome him. And of course, I believe Bakugo is worried about Deku. We then see as the students get a bit, they better get serious because Bakugo, of course, doesn't know what happened. We then see Gran Torino in what is presumably critical condition. We then see Aizawa regain consciousness as we see President Mike is next to him. Aizawa has one of his eyes bandaged, and of course he doesn't have his right leg. But Aizawa is conscious and he is indeed alive. We then see Todoroki with, I believe he's with Mina, Kirishima, Momo, and Shoji is his name, right? I'm getting it right. Now Todoroki's bandaged up as fuck, so I feel like his ass got burned to all hell. And of course we have Momo and Mina who are around when midnight went down. We didn't see Endeavor, who is just he's out, dude. I don't know. Endeavor is just not. It's just not working. We didn't see Todoroki kind of, remember the Dabi reveal and shit. But we then get to the most interesting part of the chapter. First I did forget that, of course, Todoroki's family comes to visit him because, of course, they've got to come visit him, right? We then see Bakugo is trying to go out of his room. It ain't working, though. And then we then see All Might standing next to Deku in his hospital bed. Now, Deku has literally everything bandaged, bro. This man got his arms in casts. He's got his legs in casts. He's got like a fucking burrito. Like, literally, Deku looks like the Joker after like a Batman like final climax fight. Like, he's just in a full body cast. None of his bones are working. He's just fucked. And then All Might is sitting in a chair next to him. As that is the final panel of the chapter. We then get a few like season 5 images for My Hero Academia, but none of these images matter because the joint training arc is what we're going to be getting. And of course the final arc of the season is going to be My Villain Academia, which many people are hyped for. So Deku is not awake. I think it's going to take Deku very, very long to heal, if ever. And with the prison break happening, the heroes are just they're just fucked. Like, I don't know what to say, but they're just actually fucked.